Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As promised, we're going to do some cooking this week, some barbecue. What I'm going to be making, I'm going to be doing some half chickens and some Alabama white barbecue sauce. If y'all have never heard of it, y'all definitely need to check it out. It's well known for using on chicken. I've used it on pork and about anything you can. It's really good. It's more of a vinegar based if you're into that. Like I said, we're going to get the smoker fired up and get the chickens ready, and I'll kind of let y'all check out what I'm doing there. See you then. All right, guys, we got our chicken here. I call them little fryer chickens or whole fryers. This is kind of what you would normally see them, in a grocery store pack. It's about 3 or 4 pounds. They're really cheap and really easy to do. Reason I wanted to do chicken this week is if y'all are kind of new to smoking or just cooking in general, this will kind of give you an idea of for something really easy to make and really cheap, and it's really hard to mess up once you once you've done it a time or two and kind of know a little bit more about it. But we're going to half these chickens. When I say half, I mean cut it and butterfly them out. So we're going to go ahead and start doing that. Here's the top side of the chicken. You got your breast, and so what you want to do is turn it over. You can feel a bone, basically the backbone that runs up the chicken. What you want to do is take your knife and you want to go basically right on the side of that bone. Takes a little bit to get used to, but as long as you cut pretty close, you're not going to miss much. You can cut right up the side of that bone. Even if you get on the bone, that's fine, that's even better. But you want to cut right down in there, and you'll cut through some smaller bone as you're doing it. Probably should have used a little bit thicker of a knife for this bone, but okay, there it is. There's the bone I was talking about. You've got some basically rib bone is what all your what you have to cut through as well. And that's how I like to cook them right there. You can cut the rest of this bone out if you'd like. I usually just leave it on there. You can cut it off later on, or usually it'll about end up falling out. But there's your chicken. How I like to start these off, I always want to put a layer of olive oil or just some kind of cooking oil on them. And the reason why is because it helps it get a little bit darker color, crisp the skin up a lot. I usually just put it on the skin side. Make sure you have a good coat of that. And guys, you're probably going to see this seasoning in about every cooking video I do. If y'all have never seen it before, I highly recommend you get it. It's got a funny name, Slap Your Mama. It's a Cajun seasoning. I like more of a spicy type food. It's not going to burn you up. I mean, it can if you use a lot, but the way I'm going to season this bird right here, I'll show you how to, season it with this stuff to that way everybody can enjoy it and it's not too hot. But I am going to season both sides. But I usually start off with the Slap Your Mama. Like I said, guys, I use this on pork, beef, chicken, everything. Like I said, you need to try it out. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a pretty moderate coat of it on there. Flip your bird over, get a little bit on the inside. And I've got the smoker. It's still heating up the temp. but I've got it set at 275. That's as high as mine goes. I'm using the Masterbuilt electric smoker. Guys, if y'all got a charcoal smoker, wear it out. I'm a big fan of them as well. You get a lot more of a good crisp skin with the charcoal. But that's why we're using the oil right now. It kind of makes up for that on this electric smoker. Well, I've got the Slap Your Mama on there. 2 other seasons I use, it's just regular garlic powder, and some ground black pepper. And guys, there's no secret seasoning for chicken or pork or beef. What you see me using here is basically what I use on about everything. Pork, I'll throw in some brown sugar, and basically that's it. If I do rub for pork, I'll usually put some mustard on, like a mustard based. It helps hold the seasoning on there, and also you can kindly tell where you seasoned and where you haven't. We've got our pepper on there. I'll flip it up again, get a little bit more garlic on this side. Get us a good coat of pepper. It also helps it darken the skin up. Get a little bark on there, I guess you want to call it. And guys, that's all you have to do to this chicken. But what I was saying about the cooking temp, you really want to cook these about 300. You can cook them at 275 like I am. It's not going to make a big difference. You really don't get no kind of gain or anything from cooking them low and slow like you would beef and pork. With chicken, you kind of want to cook it hot and fast. But at 275 for one of these, I'm going to say probably around 2.5 hours. But you don't cook based on time, you cook based on temp. We've got a meat thermometer we're going to be using today too. I'm going to get this other bird dressed up, and we're going to get them on the smoker, and I'll catch y'all later whenever I get to that. All right, guys, we're going to get them birds. We're going to put them on. Check it out. We want to lay these breast side up, bone side down. That's how we want to cook them. No flipping. Just set them on there and leave them that way until they're done. All right, guys, they're on. All right, guys, we've come in, cool off a little bit after we've got the birds on the smoker. We're going to work on this Alabama white barbecue sauce. The ingredients are 2 cups of mayo, half a cup of apple cider vinegar. All of this is the season combined. We've got 1 tablespoon of pepper, garlic, sugar, and half a tablespoon of salt. In this little bowl here, we've got 3 tablespoons of lemon juice and 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Now, a lot of people use horseradish instead of Dijon mustard. The mustard's all I had, so that's what we're going to use. I'll get some of this mixed up for you and kind of show you what it looks like. I usually just start off with mayonnaise and apple cider vinegar first, get it blended together, and then add everything else in, get it good and mixed up, and let it cool down in the fridge. Like I said, I'll let y'all check out the end result. All right, we've got Brady. He's mixing up the final product here. But I had left out a ingredient that I didn't show y'all before. Whenever you get all that mixed up that I told you about before, you want to put a few dabs of Worcestershire sauce in it. However you want to pronounce that, that's cool with me. Just like I said, a few dabs of that in afterwards. You should have a pretty good, medium consistency. You don't want it super runny. You don't want it clumpy or anything like that, but that's about what you want with it. But I like to let it cool in the fridge. I don't know why. It seems like it's better whenever it's cold. But yeah, we're going to put it in the fridge. And guys, I'll get back with you. I'm going to let them birds on for about an hour. Then put the temp probe in them and see where they're cruising at then. I'll see y'all then. Alright guys, it's been right at about an hour. We'll open our smoker up and see how they're looking. Oh yeah, they're looking pretty good. We're gonna, I usually stick the top bird. Top rack usually gets a little bit hotter. And I like to poke it right towards the fat side of the breast. And guys, on the internal temp on these birds, you want the breast right at about 163 to 165. Take them off and let them rest for just a few minutes. Don't wrap them up where they steam. You really don't want to get them over 165 on the breast or they'll start drying. If you're cooking leg quarters or thighs, anything from the below the breast here, you can cook up to at close to 180 degrees. It's really hard to dry them out, but we're gonna see what we're riding at here. Let me turn my meat thermometer on, and we're at 156. We're really cruising along. I'm going to actually cut the heat down on this. I say it'll be done probably close to another 30 minutes or so. Yeah, guys, I'll get back with you whenever we get us a plate made here. All right, this chicken is done. Look at the nice color on it. Well, let's let the steam and smoke come out, but got a nice brown color on it. Let me get my little heat glove here, wherever I put it. Brady, where's that at, bud? You got that little red thing? Yeah. Is that what that's for? Yeah. I thought it was a double. Yeah.
Chicken.
Does that look good, Bray?
Yeah. It looks good. Okay.
Guys, right there's your half chickens, or butterfly chickens. Like I said, y'all just come back and check the channel out for some more content. And if y'all have any questions or just like the video, just comment and like and subscribe. I appreciate it all. See y'all next time.